There's a universal magic in the idea of a white Christmas. Snow falling softly, blanketing the world in a gentle hush. For many, it's the ultimate symbol of the holiday season, conjuring images of warmth, togetherness, and wonder. The sight of snowflakes drifting down outside our windows stirs something deep within us, a sense of hope and nostalgia that transcends generations. With each flake, the familiar world is transformed into something enchanting and new. Streets, rooftops, and trees are dusted in white, turning ordinary places into magical winter wonderlands. The transformation is almost alchemical, as if nature itself is joining in the celebration. It's a dream woven into our traditions, immortalized by Dickens and echoed in carols and films. Stories and songs have kept the hope alive, painting vivid pictures of snowy eves and festive gatherings. These tales remind us of the joy and comfort that a white Christmas promises. The hope for snow connects us to a simpler, more romanticized past, adding excitement and a sense of wonder to the season. It's a link to childhood memories and the timeless rituals that make Christmas feel so special. Children press their faces to the glass, eyes wide with anticipation, while adults check the forecast, hoping for a glimpse of white on the weather map. The possibility of waking up to a snowy morning fills homes with excitement and conversation, all hoping for that perfect snowflake, the one that signals the start of a magical day. Each flake is unique, a tiny miracle, and together they create a world that feels softer, quieter, and full of promise. Snow muffles the world, creating a peaceful stillness that feels made for Christmas. The crunch of footsteps, the glow of streetlights on fresh snow, and the calm that settles over everything make the night feel almost sacred. As December 25th approaches, will it snow? Becomes a national conversation, uniting us in anticipation. Friends and families share predictions, and even strangers bond over the shared hope for a white Christmas. Whether it happens or not, the very act of hoping for snow adds a touch of magic to the season. The dream itself brings people together, inspiring joy, laughter, and a sense of community. It's a reminder that sometimes the anticipation is as special as the event itself. The dream of a white Christmas endures year after year, filling our hearts with hope and wonder, no matter what the weather brings. Predicting Christmas weather is a science, not guesswork. At the Met Office and ECMWF, we use supercomputers to run complex models, simulating the atmosphere with millions of equations. We run these models many times with slightly different starting points, ensemble forecasting, to gauge probabilities. As Christmas nears, forecasts sharpen. A month out gives broad trends, a week out pinpoints weather systems. For 2025, models suggest Atlantic air will dominate, bringing milder, wetter conditions for most of the UK. Snow needs a blast of cold air from the north or east, which currently looks unlikely. While forecasts can change, the odds favour rain over snow for most. We'll keep watching for any last-minute shifts. A white Christmas doesn't require a snowy blanket, just a single snowflake falling at any official UK weather station on December 25th. This surprises many, as most imagine deep snow, but the technical definition is modest. Bookmakers and the Met Office use this rule, making the bet a simple yes or no. So even if you see only rain, a snowflake at an airport could make it official. The odds are always a bit higher for northern and higher ground, where cold air is more likely. For 2025, the question is whether that cold air will arrive at just the right moment. To understand this year's forecast, look to the Pacific. La Niña is active, with a strong chance it'll persist through December. La Niña cools Pacific waters, shifting global weather patterns, and often steering the UK's jet stream to bring in Atlantic air. This setup blocks Arctic cold, favouring mild, wet weather for the UK. Expect temperatures slightly above average, with rain more likely than snow, especially in the south. La Niña isn't a guarantee, but it tips the odds toward grey, damp weather. Every event is different, but this year the Atlantic pattern is strong. For most, it's more umbrella than sledge weather. Still, we watch for surprises. Weather always has a wild card. While La Niña leans mild, there's another powerful force at play in our winter weather story, one that can flip the script in a matter of days. The Polar Vortex, a swirling mass of icy air high above the Arctic, could change everything we expect this season. Think of the vortex as a giant, frigid moat circling the North Pole, keeping the coldest air locked away from the UK and much of Europe. Usually, strong winds act like a barrier, holding this cold air in place and keeping our winters relatively tame. But sometimes, a dramatic event called sudden stratospheric warming, or SSW, shakes things up. Warm air surges into the stratosphere, disrupting the vortex and sending frigid air tumbling southward. This year, there's about a 50% chance we'll see an SSW. It's a coin toss, but if it happens, the impact can be huge. An SSW could unleash a cold snap, plunging temperatures and boosting the odds of snow, sometimes dramatically. The north and east of the UK are especially likely to feel the chill, with snow showers more probable in these regions. But remember, an SSW doesn't guarantee a winter wonderland. Cold air alone isn't enough. We also need moisture in the atmosphere at just the right moment. If the timing is off, we might just get a dry, chilly spell instead of snow. It's all about the perfect mix of cold and wet weather. The effects of an SSW usually show up about 2 weeks after the event. So if one happens in December, it could set the stage for a wintry Christmas. Imagine waking up to snow on Christmas morning. A dream for many, and a real possibility if the polar vortex is disrupted at just the right time. For snow lovers, this is the wild card, the unpredictable twist that could turn a mild winter into a snowy spectacle. The forecast is still a game of probabilities, with every roll of the dice bringing a new possibility for rain, snow, or just cold winds. The polar vortex is the joker in the pack, unpredictable, powerful, and capable of changing the outcome at any moment. That's why meteorologists are watching the skies closely, ready to spot any sign of a shift that could bring winter's wildest surprises. The UK's white Christmas odds vary sharply by region, and every city tells a different story when it comes to festive snowfall. From the windswept highlands of Scotland to the milder, rain-soaked streets of London, the chances of waking up to a snowy Christmas morning are as diverse as the country itself. In 2025, Scotland leads the pack. Aberdeen stands out with a 46% chance of snow, making it the UK's top contender for a white Christmas. Edinburgh and Glasgow aren't far behind, each boasting a 40% probability. These northern cities, with their chilly winds and proximity to the North Sea, are often the first to see snowflakes settle on rooftops and parks. Higher ground and northern latitude both boost the odds, but even in the heart of the city, a sudden cold snap can transform the landscape overnight. It's not just the countryside that gets a festive dusting. Urban areas can wake up to a magical scene if the conditions are right. Moving south into England, the odds begin to drop, but not by much. Birmingham sits at a respectable 35%, while Manchester follows at 30%. Both cities are perched on the edge of the snow line, where a subtle shift in wind direction or a dip in temperature could easily turn December rain into a flurry of snow. London and the southeast, however, face a different forecast. With just a 20% chance of snow, the capital and its surrounding areas are more likely to see drizzle and damp grass than a blanket of white. The influence of mild Atlantic air keeps temperatures just above freezing, making snow a rare treat. For snow to fall in London, we'd need a dramatic cold blast from the north or east, an event that's always possible but rarely predicted with confidence. Most years, the city's Christmas is marked by grey skies and chilly rain, rather than snowflakes. The north-south divide is clear. The further north you travel, the better your chances of a white Christmas. It's a pattern that's held true for decades, shaped by geography, weather systems, and the unpredictable British climate. For most of the UK, rain or sleet is far more probable than snow. Many will spend Christmas dodging puddles and gusty winds, rather than building snowmen or watching flakes drift past the window. Still, the British weather is nothing if not surprising. A last-minute change in the forecast, a sudden cold front or unexpected snow cloud could bring a flurry of excitement and transform the day in an instant. The dream of a white Christmas lives on, especially in Scotland where the odds are highest, and the magic of snow is never far away. Whether you're in the snowy north or the rainy south, there's always hope for a festive surprise. To understand this year's forecast, let's look back. In 2023, the UK had an official white Christmas, but only 11% of stations saw snow, mostly in the north. The last truly widespread white Christmas was 2010, when 83% of stations reported snow on the ground. That year was exceptional, with a weak polar vortex and deep cold. Since 1960, the UK averages a 40% chance of a white Christmas somewhere, but climate change is making winters milder and wetter. La Niña years, like 2025, dip the odds slightly, especially in the south. The north-south divide is sharper than ever. For London, snow is rare and getting rarer. For the Highlands, the odds remain best. This year's forecast fits the modern pattern. Snow is possible up north, but unlikely elsewhere. Whatever the forecast, a little preparation ensures a smooth Christmas. In the south, expect rain, pack waterproofs and enjoy indoor festivities. In the north and Scotland, where snow is possible, prepare for winter travel. Fit winter tyres, pack a car kit and check road conditions. Keep a home emergency kit for any winter surprise. Download the Met Office app for real-time updates and warnings. Stay flexible. Forecasts sharpen closer to the day. Whether it's snow boots or umbrellas, being ready means you can relax and enjoy the holiday. Will it be a white Christmas in 2025? For most, probably not. The forecast favours rain, but in Scotland and the far north, hope for snow lingers. The real magic of Christmas isn't in the weather, it's in time with loved ones, shared traditions and festive joy. A white Christmas is a bonus, not the main event. Rainy days bring their own coziness, films, games and extra pudding indoors. Whatever the weather,